Hey guys, how's everyone doing? Thanks for tuning into the channel. Market's been closed about an hour here. My house and it's your house. Let's look at the short form spreadsheet. Let's take a quick look, see what's going on. Look at this. I like all green in the left-hand column. Means we outperformed on all of them. I'm a little bit suspicious the triple QY and JEPY are unchanged. Somehow I don't think that sounds right, but we're going to double check that later on in the report. But in any event, we'll see. All right. So here's the final option trades. Here's how they finished. Here's how they finished the day. Well, you can see right here, it's possible triple QI, they lost $70,000 on the day, which isn't much. So maybe they finished unchanged, but I can't see JEPY also finishing unchanged. They lost $125,000 on the day, but they're both still doing fine for the month. Triple QI is up $5 million for the month, even after today. JEPY is up $2.1 million for the month. And IWMY lost $700,000 today, but it's up $4.8 million on the month. And even though it lost $700,000, it lost a quarter point of market cap. The benchmark lost 63 basis points of market cap. So outperformance there. Now USOY was actually up on the day where its benchmark was down. That's great to see. Tress outperformed slightly. Nice job, Tress. Then we have old SPY-T. Nice job, SPY-T. SPY-T is actually SPY-T is the top performing fund on the board, but it's actually USOY is the top performing fund on the board of the Defiance ones. But SPY-T is the top performing index fund. Let's look at some charts now. We had a sell-off at the end of the day that hurt these things. It sold off right to the break-even line pretty much. Unfortunately, it was a full profit all day, or most of the day. It was a full profit, and then it was a good partial profit. Here's this darn SPX. This one a little bit weaker and went a little bit up further under the break even. All right, let's look at Russell. I was noticing in my lunch update that Bitcoin was selling off. In fact, I even said Bitcoin would be if I was trading it, it'd be a short-term sell signal. But let's check in on Bitcoin. But this one was in the profit for the first, looks like 5 minutes or something. It opened in the profit, but then immediately ran out and never got close to it again. Well, darn it. All right, well, let's look at Bitcoin and see what happened. Bitcoin actually rallied since lunch. My trade would be right about break even right now because it would have entered short on that bar. But in any event, hopefully it's a fake out. I like when my signal says sell and then it's wrong and I don't take it. That's a good day. All right, let's look at some of these other funds real quick. Let's look at USO. Look at that, big day in the oil. Had a big gap up on the open, but then it came back and pretty much almost filled the gap. There's still a little bit of air there between the 2 days. Tress isn't very fun to look at because it's not very liquid. Let me pull out a daily chart of Tress. Okay. So, yeah, Tress hasn't been around that long. Let's see, adjust data for dividends. All right. I'll take that off and see what the difference is. Makes a little difference. But this is more of a true depiction of how your investment is doing because the dividends were paid. They aren't on the chart because once they pay them, they're in cash. So they go to your bank account or they go to another investment if you choose to reinvest them in something. Anyway, this is if we can get some bond volatility, this one should be good. Oh yeah, I didn't see that though. Oh, gosh, I didn't go back far enough. All right, well, all right. So let's look here at these yield max ones. Let's start with Tesla. We look at Tesla to look at Tesla and crash. Here's a daily chart, which I really like to look at sometimes. I'm probably just going to keep it on daily to look at these yield max ones. You know, we've blown out one strike where Tesla's in a fine spot. They're in a fine spot for what they have going on right now. And Crash is a full profit on their puts. They're probably losing money on NAV. Yeah, and Crash was down 5 cents today. Tesla was up 9 cents. All right, let's look at old AMD. Look at that breaking out on that's impressive. That is impressive. Okay, so NVIDIA, this trades NVIDIA. They are almost at all-time highs. Or I don't know if it's all-time highs, but at least that last high. I think that also is an all-time high. We'll keep an eye on that. Let's keep an eye on that all-time high. I'll just do that. How about that? All right. Yeah, we'll darn sure keep an eye on that. Let's look down here at Mister. Now, Mister's had a rough time lately. It was up 15% yesterday. Mister was, and Misty, the yield fund, was only up 2.59 or something. It's not impressing a lot of people. That's way too much buffer. That's the kind of buffer like you don't want. Thursday, Friday. Okay, some of those aren't quite far enough, but anyway, yeah. So these guys have blown out all their strikes. We'll see what they do. I'll let you know on either the night update if I have the information by that time, or the morning update. And here's a daily chart of Amazon. All right, guys. I appreciate you guys being here. Hope you like the new shorter updates. I like the new spreadsheet. Oh yeah, the buffer report. I knew I forgot something. The buffer report needs work. It needs improvement. I've got some suggestions from you guys, and I haven't ignored them. One person said you ought to put all the funds together with the different, with the corresponding fund family. Put all the NASDAQ together, put all the S&P together, put all the bond funds together. That would be TRES, THTA, and TLTW. But then you have all these multiple charts. And anyway, it's a good suggestion. I need to figure out how to do it. If I had some better programming, I think I could get it to work. Right now, I'm just kind of piecing this together. Let's look real quick here, then I'll let you guys go. Okay, so on the indexes, the funds all outperformed. I mean, Defiance was 6 out of 6. I would expect that all the funds would outperform. Even the ones that show they don't, they probably went ex-dividend or something. I'm sure they all outperformed. On the chart, the best looking one on the chart was actually the Morgan Stanley one, Poppy. Let's look down here and see the best looking one on this chart was YBIT. I appreciate you guys tuning in. You guys have a great day, and I'll be back either tonight or in the morning. Thank you very much for watching.